Have you ever wondered what could happen if you gave your children too much after you retire? Could it unintentionally hurt their growth and independence? What if, in your effort to help them, you're making it harder for them to thrive on their own? In this video, we'll explore 8 important things that, according to Buddhist wisdom, you should avoid giving your children, especially after the age of 70. These are not just helpful tips. They're life-changing insights that can transform the way you approach your relationships with your children as you age. By watching until the end, you'll discover how to protect your inner peace, maintain your independence, and foster a healthier, more balanced family dynamic. You'll learn how to set boundaries that empower both you and your children, ensuring that you continue to live a fulfilling, autonomous life in your golden years. Plus, we'll share practical advice on how to navigate these challenges with wisdom and compassion, so you can nurture your relationship with your children without compromising your well-being. Stick with us to find out how making these adjustments can lead to a more peaceful and rewarding retirement for you and your family. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Your unconditional approval. Your approval is an immensely powerful force in shaping your children's lives, but it's crucial to recognize that it can be a double-edged sword. The act of giving your approval to everything your children do may seem harmless on the surface, but deep down, it could be preventing them from experiencing essential life lessons that shape their growth and maturity. As a parent, it's hard to watch your children struggle, and the instinct to shield them from discomfort is strong. But in doing so, you might unintentionally be depriving them of the valuable opportunities to learn, stumble, and rise again on their own. Buddhist wisdom offers profound insight into this matter, highlighting the delicate balance that love should strike with discipline. True love, in its most nurturing form, doesn't mean giving in to every whim and desire. It means providing guidance, understanding, and, most importantly, teaching the virtues of responsibility and integrity. We, as parents, must be brave enough to withhold automatic approval, to allow our children to face challenges and consequences. This act isn't about withholding affection or creating distance. It's about helping them understand that approval isn't a right, but a privilege earned through respect, accountability, and honorable actions. It's hard, I know. No one wants to see their child feel disappointed or rejected. But there's something incredibly valuable in teaching them that the world doesn't always revolve around unconditional praise. By showing them that their actions shape the way others perceive and respect them, we are gifting them the tools they need to navigate life with confidence and clarity. It's a tough love, but one that builds character. They need to learn that life isn't always about constant affirmation. It's about earning your place through actions that reflect your values. As difficult as it may seem, this is one of the most loving things we can do. Love isn't just about comforting them when they fall, but also empowering them to pick themselves up, make amends, and move forward stronger than before. I've come to realize that the greatest gift we can offer our children is not a life free from struggle, but the strength to face life's challenges with resilience, humility, and the understanding that they are worthy of respect, the respect they've earned through their actions. 2. Your home. Your home is so much more than just a physical space or a material possession. It is the heart of your emotional well-being and the foundation of your sense of security. It's where you've spent countless moments of joy, sorrow, growth, and reflection. It is the sanctuary where you've created memories, and it holds within its walls the essence of who you are. When you decide to give your home to your children, it can feel like an act of love and trust. However, this seemingly selfless decision can also place you in a precarious situation, one that might leave you exposed and vulnerable in ways you hadn't anticipated. As we age, life's uncertainties become more pronounced. What happens if circumstances change, and the support you expect from your children is no longer available? The very home that was once a place of comfort could suddenly become a symbol of insecurity. Retaining ownership of your home grants you the priceless gift of independence, the ability to choose your path and your own space without relying on anyone else's decisions. It empowers you to live life on your terms, even in the later stages of life, when many are tempted to give up control. I truly believe that there is something deeply liberating about knowing that your home is still yours, a safe harbor that offers freedom and choice. It's not just about having a roof over your head. It's about maintaining the dignity to decide how and where you want to live. Of course, life can change, and sometimes circumstances may require us to sell or rent our homes. However, I would advise doing so only after reflecting deeply on your needs, considering the emotional impact, and understanding the long-term implications. It's a decision that should come from a place of necessity, not haste or pressure, because once that foundation of security is altered, there's no going back. In the end, your home is more than just a house. It's your lifeline, your choice, and your legacy. 3. Immediate answers to their problems. As parents, we often feel an overwhelming urge to shield our children from any kind of hardship or discomfort. It's only natural. We love them so deeply and want nothing but ease and happiness for them. However, there's a profound truth hidden in the desire to always rush in and fix their problems. By solving every challenge they face, we unknowingly rob them of the invaluable life skills they need to develop resilience and independence. The reality is that life will never be a smooth, untroubled journey, and our children need to learn how to navigate its ups and downs on their own. Drawing from Buddhist wisdom, we can gain a fresh perspective. Each difficulty, each challenge, is not an obstacle to fear, but rather a beautiful opportunity for growth. It's in the struggle that the seeds of strength, wisdom, and character are planted. Instead of rushing to provide immediate answers, we can encourage our children to pause, reflect, and find their path through the situation. It's an act of love that can feel difficult at the moment, but in reality, it fosters something far more precious than a temporary solution. It nurtures independence, resilience, and, most importantly, a deep sense of self-worth. By allowing our children to work through their challenges, we are giving them a gift that will serve them for a lifetime. It may seem hard to watch them struggle, but imagine the pride and strength they will feel when they discover they can face adversity with courage and self-confidence. As they tackle life's inevitable challenges, they will remember that they are capable, and that belief will become their greatest ally in future trials. And so, rather than offering them immediate relief, let's allow them the space to grow, to stumble, to rise again, knowing that each challenge is, in fact, a stepping stone to their fullest potential. 4. Your identity. Your identity is a beautiful and complex mosaic, made up of countless pieces that reflect who you truly are. It's shaped by your passions, your values, and the sum of your experiences. But I believe one of the most important things we can do for ourselves is to stay true to who we are, not just the roles we play. If you find yourself identifying solely as a parent, you may be in danger of losing touch with the person you once were, the person beyond that role. It's so easy to get caught up in raising children, supporting them, and guiding them through their lives, but as they grow and start building their futures, it's vital to remember that you still have your journey to walk. The idea of your selfhood being dependent solely on your children is, in a way, a loss of your uniqueness. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. As your children leave the nest and take flight, it's more important than ever to nurture the parts of you that make you, you. You are not just a parent. You are a soul with passions, dreams, and desires that are all your own. These parts of you are worth cultivating and cherishing because they are the things that will continue to bring you joy and fulfillment as you grow older. Without them, what will there be left for you when the busy role of raising children fades? I want to encourage you to look within yourself and rediscover those parts that make you feel alive. When you hold on to your individuality, you give yourself the chance to live a full, rich life, one that doesn't depend on anyone else, but rather flourishes because of who you are. In doing so, you'll show your children the beauty and strength of having an identity that is not defined by others, and not tied to external expectations. You'll teach them the invaluable lesson that self-worth comes from within, not from any external validation. You'll encourage them to walk their path with confidence, just as you continue to walk yours. And in the end, both you and your children will be better for it, with lives that are not only connected but also independent, full of respect for each other's uniqueness. To me, that's the essence of a life well lived. 5. Control of your finances. Your finances are not just numbers on a bank statement. They are the foundation of your security and the key to preserving your independence as you age. In a world where so much can feel out of your hands, having control over your finances gives you the power to make choices that align with your values, your dreams, and your needs. Relying completely on your children to handle your financial matters may feel like an easy solution, but it can be fraught with risks. Not all children have the same level of financial wisdom, and many may be dealing with their financial struggles. The reality is that if you put your financial future solely in their hands, you could unknowingly put yourself in a vulnerable position, one that could harm your stability, your freedom, and ultimately your peace of mind. Taking charge of your finances is not about being controlling or dismissing the support of loved ones. Rather, it's about ensuring that the decisions you make reflect what you truly want for your life. It's a form of self-respect, a way of ensuring that the resources you've worked so hard for are used in a manner that helps you live life on your terms, not someone else's. While it's wise to consult professionals when planning for your future and seeking advice is often a smart step, you must remain the one steering the ship. No one knows your needs like you do, and no one will care for your dreams and desires with the same intensity. By maintaining direct control of your finances, you protect yourself from potential pitfalls that could jeopardize your future, like unexpected bills, missed opportunities, or even risky investments that others might make on your behalf. It's not about hoarding wealth, but about ensuring that you can continue living independently, comfortably, and on your terms. The peace that comes from knowing your financial situation is under your control is immeasurable. It allows you to breathe easier, to sleep better, and to wake up every day feeling empowered to make decisions for yourself. 6. Your emotional energy. As we grow older, one of the most profound shifts we experience is the way we handle stress and intense emotions. After the age of 70, this becomes especially significant. It's as though our emotional reserves, once abundant and unwavering, begin to feel more fragile. The demands of life, especially those from our loved ones, can start to feel overwhelming, and we might find ourselves emotionally drained. I truly believe that one of the most crucial steps we can take in these later years is learning to protect our emotional energy with the same care we protect our physical health. It's easy to get lost in the whirlwind of our children's problems, to feel as though their struggles are our own, especially when we love them so deeply. But I've come to realize that if we allow ourselves to be consumed by their challenges, we run the risk of depleting ourselves. It's heartbreaking, yet true. When we're emotionally exhausted, we cannot truly care for anyone, not even ourselves. I've learned that to continue being there for those we love, we must first honor ourselves, setting clear boundaries to ensure that their problems do not take center stage in our lives. There's no shame in saying, "I need a break," or "I cannot take this on right now." I've found that those moments of rest and reflection are not only necessary, but they also allow us to be present in a more meaningful way. It's about carving out time for quiet, for stillness, so that we can restore our emotional well-being. It's in these moments that we reconnect with our inner strength, and when we do return to offer support, it's from a place of love and understanding rather than exhaustion. It's not selfish, it's survival. Protecting your emotional energy is one of the most loving things you can do, not just for yourself, but for your family too. When you take the time to rejuvenate, you will find that your support is deeper, more compassionate, and far more effective. 7. The weight of your past experiences. Your life's journey, with all its unique and invaluable moments, is a treasure trove of lessons, memories, and stories that have shaped you into who you are today. You've experienced the joys, the heartaches, the triumphs, and the defeats, each moment adding to the rich fabric of your life. And while these experiences are undeniably precious, they belong to you. They are part of your past, and it's important to remember that, as much as you may want to share them, they should not be imposed on your children. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that because you've lived through certain things, your children must also face the same trials and learn the same lessons in the same way. However, that perspective, though born of love and a desire to protect them, can unintentionally weigh them down. The weight of your fears, failures, and even your successes, if handed down too heavily, can become an invisible burden that restricts your growth. Every generation faces its own set of challenges, its struggles, and its opportunity for transformation. You may have faced difficulties that were unique to your time, circumstances and obstacles that shaped your perspective and your decisions, but your children are living in a different world. They are navigating their own experiences, forming their own identities, and wrestling with challenges that may not even have been present in your era. To impose your past upon them is to rob them of the space they need to learn, grow, and figure out who they are. It's a hard truth, one that tugs at the heart, but giving your children the freedom to make their own mistakes is a crucial act of love and respect. You've walked a long road, and you know how difficult it can be to stumble, to fall, and to struggle. The temptation is there, always, to shield them from pain, to guide them around the rocks that you've already stumbled over. But the truth is, the pain they experience now will help them grow into the strong, capable individuals they are meant to be. It's in those moments of vulnerability, those moments when they fall and must pick themselves back up, that they learn resilience. They discover their strength, and they gain the courage to face the next challenge that comes their way. And yes, it's painful. It's incredibly difficult to watch them make mistakes, to see them hurt or struggle with things that you wish you could protect them from. But in allowing them to face their hardships, you are teaching them one of the most important life lessons: that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to greater wisdom. You learn this in your own time, through your failures, and so will they. Their journey will not look like yours, it will be uniquely their own, and they must be given the space to walk it. They must learn what it means to rise from adversity, to rebuild from setbacks, and to take responsibility for their actions. In letting go of the past, you are also giving yourself a gift. You have carried the weight of your past for so long, perhaps too long, that it has shaped your present in ways you didn't even realize. Old regrets, old fears, or old pains may have taken root deep within you, and by passing them on to your children, you keep them alive, keeping yourself tethered to a time that no longer serves you. The past is not something that can be changed, and clinging to it only holds you back from the richness of the present. Letting go isn't about forgetting. It's about making peace with the past, accepting what it was, and choosing to be free. When you let go of the weight of past mistakes or missed opportunities, you are freeing yourself to live in the here and now. You are making room for new memories, for new joys, and for the beauty that exists in the present moment. Your wisdom, however hard-earned, is one of the greatest gifts you can offer your children. But that wisdom should not be given as a heavy cloak that they must wear, nor should it be treated as an unbreakable set of rules that they must follow. Wisdom is not a burden, it is a gentle guide. It should illuminate the path without forcing them down it. Instead of dictating their every move, offer your insights as a source of comfort and perspective, as a whisper of advice when they are ready to listen. Allow them to make their own decisions, to test their limits, and to shape their future. Let them discover their truths, and let your wisdom be the beacon that lights the way when they are lost or unsure. It's essential to remember that your children are not you, and they don't need to relive your life. They are not bound by your struggles, your regrets, or your past victories. They have their destiny to fulfill, and it is their right to learn and grow in their own way. You cannot protect them from everything, and you shouldn't try to. It's in the letting go, the act of giving them the freedom to be who they are meant to be, that you allow them to thrive. And in doing so, you too can thrive. You can embrace the present, release the burdens of yesterday, and begin to live with a lighter heart, knowing that you've given them the most precious gift of all, the space to become themselves. 8. Control of your life. As the years pass by, it becomes so easy to fall into the habit of letting others, especially our children, take the reins of our lives. There's an almost comforting thought that maybe, just maybe, it would be easier to let go of control. After all, isn't it their turn to take care of us? Isn't it easier to let them make decisions for us? But I urge you to stop for a moment and consider the deeper consequences of this mindset. While it might seem like the path of least resistance, surrendering complete control of your life can result in something far more profound than you might realize. A deep, lingering sense of losing your autonomy, your dignity, and even your self-worth. As human beings, we are inherently wired to make choices for ourselves, big and small. The act of deciding, of feeling empowered to shape our own lives, is central to our identity, to our sense of self. Without it, we risk becoming strangers to our existence. I know it's tempting. Sometimes, the burdens of age can make us feel fragile or tired, and we might think that letting others take over the decision-making process will provide a sense of relief. But, in reality, this is where the danger lies. When we give up control, it's not just our decisions that we lose, it's our voice, our agency, and our very spirit. The feeling of autonomy is like a lifeline that connects us to our sense of purpose. Each decision we make is a declaration that we are still here, still living life on our terms, and still strong enough to carve our path. Even the smallest of choices, what to wear, what to eat, where to go, can be a powerful act of self-expression. These decisions are part of what makes us who we are, and they allow us to hold on to that thread of personal identity that makes life feel meaningful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. As we grow older, we may face more challenges than we're used to. The body changes, the mind shifts, and perhaps even our once vibrant social circles become smaller. But these challenges don't strip us of our right to decide for ourselves. They should inspire us even more to hold on to our agency. We might not be able to change everything, but there's one thing that no one can take away from us: our ability to choose for ourselves. Whether it's a decision about your health, your lifestyle, or even something as simple as how you spend your time, these choices are yours and yours alone. There will always be people who try to guide us or take over, but we must stand firm and say, "This is my life, and I will continue to make decisions that reflect my values, my wishes, and my heart." It's essential to listen to your intuition and honor your desires, even if they differ from the well-meaning advice of others. You have earned the right to make these choices, and no one has the authority to take that from you. One of the greatest gifts that comes with aging is the opportunity to redefine what life looks like for you. Retirement is not just a time of rest, though of course that's a part of it, but it's also a beautiful opportunity to rediscover yourself, to reconnect with the things that bring you joy, and to continue to grow as a person. It's a time to deepen your relationships, not just with your family but also with yourself. You can take this time to reflect on the person you've been and the person you still are. What parts of yourself have you neglected over the years? What passions have you set aside for later, only to realize that now is the perfect moment to rekindle them? Retirement offers a precious chance to embrace the freedom of choice again, to explore new avenues of life, to seek out new experiences, and to build deeper, more meaningful relationships with those around you. I believe that one of the most sacred parts of growing older is being able to share your wisdom and experiences with those you love. But here's the thing: to truly pass on that wisdom, to truly build a legacy of strength, we must also maintain a balance. This is where the wisdom of Buddhist teachings comes in. Life, relationships, and even our own identities are all about balance. We need a balance between independence and connection, between nurturing others and nurturing ourselves. It's not about completely isolating ourselves or becoming overly dependent on others. It's about finding that middle ground where we can remain strong, independent, and true to ourselves, while also fostering meaningful, loving connections with our family. In this context, one of the best things you can do for your children is to teach them the value of balance. By maintaining control over your own life, continuing to make your own decisions, and living according to your values, You show them the importance of personal responsibility, strength, and autonomy. You show them that growing older doesn't mean becoming passive or weak. It means becoming wiser, more centered, and more capable of living a fulfilling, purposeful life. By not giving up your independence, you teach your children how to approach life with courage, how to take responsibility for their actions, and how to value themselves just as they are. They will learn that true strength comes from within and that the ability to make choices, no matter how difficult, is what keeps us truly alive. In the end, the journey of aging is not a downhill slide into dependence or invisibility. It's an opportunity to live with even more intention, more wisdom, and more joy than ever before. By staying true to your desires and continuing to make the choices that define you, you will not only enrich your own life, but you will also teach those around you the invaluable lesson of how to live with integrity, independence, and grace. So, don't ever let go of your agency. It's yours, and it's one of the most precious gifts you have. As we come to the end of this video, I want to ask you to reflect for a moment on what you've learned today. What's one piece of wisdom that stood out to you? What resonated with your own life? And how do you plan to bring that into practice going forward? I truly believe that the lessons we share can be life-changing, but only if we take them to heart and make them a part of our everyday lives. So, I invite you to comment below this video and share one thing you've learned today and how you'll be putting it into action. I'd love to hear from you, and I'm sure others will be inspired by your thoughts as well. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please take a moment to leave your comment, give it a thumbs up, and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this, where we explore ways to live a fuller, more empowered life. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see how you'll apply these insights to your journey.